Chapter 7, Lesson 2 is multiplication tables of 4. So now we're adding more numbers to what they need to know. So they so far know 2, tables of 2, table of 5, tens, and threes. Now we add tables of 4. Before we start them with tables of 4, let them recite the other previous multiplication tables. Then we start with tables of 4. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40. So finger counting is important because when we get to division problems, that's also the way that they will be solving. However, it's also encouraged that they start writing it down so that they see it visually and it stays in their brain cells. Okay, so our examples for today comes from page 113. So page 113 says, 3 frogs are playing in a pond. Each frog has 4 legs. Okay, so there's a drawing that shows 3 frogs. So that's number of groups is 3. And the drawing has 4 legs to each frog. So that means item per group is 4. The question is, how many legs are there all together? So total items is missing. So here, the equation will be 4 times 3 is equal to question mark. Since our lesson is about table of 4s, then we need to count 4s until we reach 3 fingers. So 4, 8, 12. So there are 12 total legs. However, since the kids are also familiar with table of 3, then therefore they could also count by 3s until they reach 4 fingers. So whatever they're more comfortable with, that's what we allow them to do. Now, another problem that we will be doing will be problem number 2. This again is the example of the counterproductive problem. So the problem says 8 times 4. So again, what they want us to do is to find the number closest to 8, that's either 5 or 10. So clearly 10 is closest times 4. And since 10 is 2 over than 8, they want you to remove 2 groups of 4. So therefore, this will be 40 and this will be 8. And when we subtract, that will give us 32, which means we borrow, and then that will be 32. Now, again, for me, this is counterproductive because it just made it harder for the kids. So what we want to do is train them to count by 4s until 8 fingers. If they can do this, then they don't need to think this way. But if the book and the school are testing them on this, then we need to teach it to them. That concludes Lesson 2 of Chapter 7. See you in the next lesson.